So we were just doing a session on disruptive technology and international philanthropy and civil society, based on work I've been doing at ACF for a number of years now. And I kind of made my usual pitch. I think there's kind of three key reasons that it's really important that funders and civil society more broadly engages with the issues around technology. There's a positive one, which is, there are huge opportunities to kind of harness some of this technology to achieve missions. There's a more neutral one, which is, even if you don't want to do that, it's going to have an impact on whole industries and kind of way organisations operate. So it's probably going to impact civil society organisations and funders as well. And then increasingly important, I think, is the awareness of the sort of downsides of technology and the role that civil society will need to play in that. So the kind of the perverse unintended consequences of a lot of these technologies. And I kind of raised some of the key questions, I think, about how technology might impact on philanthropy and the work of civil society. So whether it will reduce or increase inequality, whether it will lead to new kinds of donations, whether it will create new problems for existing beneficiaries or entirely new kinds of problems that will have to be addressed. Then we looked in quite a lot of detail at some specific technologies, so blockchain and cryptocurrency as a use case is something I've looked at a lot over the last 4 years or so, and we kind of dived into some of the detail of how that works, what some of the sort of potential for getting involved with cryptocurrency might be, and what some of the challenges are, what some of the potential wider applications of blockchain technology are, and some of the things it potentially allows funders and civil society organisations to do in terms of radical transparency and changes to governance models. And then we looked in detail as well at artificial intelligence, which is obviously an issue that's very much in the news at the moment. And we kind of looked at the impact that would have on organisations and also more widely on society. Again, it's going to become something that we're all using more and more, whether we're aware of it or not. There's potentially some big negative impacts that the technology will have, and civil society will probably need to advocate against some of these dangers and also to pick up the pieces if things go wrong in the future. And also it could have a huge impact on the ways in which people are able to give to civil society and to charities, and kind of went into a bit of the detail around that, and then made the point that one of the key things underneath all of these technologies is a massive focus on the importance of data. So I think there will be big challenges for civil society in the future around how it kind of collects and manages data and what the ownership of that data is, and we're seeing that with all of the controversy around Facebook and Cambridge Analytica at the moment. And then I just kind of pulled together some cross-cutting themes I think go across all of these technologies around transparency, the importance of data, disintermediation, the increased reliance on kind of automated decisions, and fundamental shifts to the way that identity works in digital contexts.